The UN says in a new report that the number of Afghan civilians killed in armed conflict rose 40% last year to a record 2,118 people. The report says militants were responsible for 55% of the deaths, but that the US, NATO, and Afghan forces killed 829 civilians, or 39%. Civilian deaths have been a huge source of friction between the U.S. and President Hamid Karzai, who has increased demands that the U.S. and NATO troops avoid killing civilians during operations. The UN's annual report on the protection of civilians noted that despite new battlefield rules meant to reduce civilian casualties, U.S., NATO, and Afghan troops killed 31% more civilians in 2008 than in 2007, when the UN said those forces killed 629 civilians. A U.S.-based group that advocates for civilians in conflict says in a new report that the lack of a clear, coordinated strategy to address the civilian losses has been a leading source of anger and resentment towards military forces in Afghanistan. Civic, or the Campaign for Innocent Victims in Conflict, said, quote, "The international coalition in Afghanistan is losing public support, one fallen civilian at a time."